Hello there once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream, and welcome back to Octopath Traveler. With health, I press the right button. Now, once again, we're going to see if this is going to cut out on me while I'm doing things. Hopefully it does not, but I honestly don't have a lot of faith in it. Yeah, I think all the settings were fine last time I did this. I'm trying to think, why did I make 2 save files? Oh no, there's an autosave, that's why. Never mind. I did not make 2 save files. Oh, and I thought I only had 3. It looks like we have 9. That's good. It's good to know. Not like Breath of the Wild, which only has 1. Which I suppose I can kind of understand with a game with that scope, but it's still kind of silly, I guess. Let's see what kind of shenanigans Tressa can get into now. Because I believe I was in town here trying to probably pick up Cyrus, I guess. Cyrus. I did play a tiny bit of this off stream, but all I did was I just went outside, got into a few rackets. Tried to get enough skill points so I can learn another skill, and, well, I'm 2 points off, so I guess we'll see now, won't we? I don't really need that. Circlet's not bad, though. Although I'm probably better off just wandering about town and checking out what thingamabobs people are selling. Because no doubt I can get something cheaper from an NPC than I can from the store itself.
Hello there.
Ah, an apothecary. The Royal Palace is just a ways north from here. Essence of grape. Essence of plum. I'm assuming all of these things are stuff that the actual alchemist you can get in your party would probably be able to use. I've got a ways to go before I get him. I think he's on the other side of the world. Atlaston Palace Gate.
Hello.
Just south of here lies the castle town. It's a lively place. Ooh, empowering earring. I'll take that. Thank you very much, sir. I've got a sprightly ring. What's that? Okay, boost my speed. Very nice. Oh, Cyrus! Yes, I think I now know who stole that tome. Perhaps I should go have a little chat with him, just to make sure we all understand one another. His name is Cyrus, and he is a scholar. This is Atlaston, nestled in the fertile plains of the Flatlands. It is home to the Royal Academy, where many a scholar studies night and day, to bring the light of knowledge to the royal family and to all the realm. He passes his days in the halls of the great library, devouring tomes to his heart's content. It is in that library where he learns of a grievous theft. Certain that one of his fellow scholars is the culprit, Cyrus sets out alone to confront the man in his shadowy subterranean study. He will need wise allies on the path he has chosen. Find comrades and add them to your party. Seek out your fellow travelers and they will ask you for help. Complete Chapter 1 of their story and they will join you on your journey. After Chapter 1, you can change your party members at the tavern. Okay then. Take Cyrus along, travel to other areas may be restricted until you complete certain tasks. Sure! Here's the beginning of the tale. Yeah, you know what, it's just as well. I guess now we're going to do another beginning.
And so it was that Atlasdam was founded some 2 centuries ago. Indeed, our fair city-state is among the longest standing on the continent of Austera. But there was another city-state with a history as long and proud as our own that came to a tragic ruin only 8 short years ago.
Oh, was he talking about the spot that Ulbrich comes from? There's a good chance.
Now, who can tell me its name? How about you, Therese?
I think it was...
So it seems like an awful small class, but then again, these are probably nobles.
Now, no need to get all flustered. There's no shame in not knowing an answer, so long as you have a desire to learn. The answer is in your textbook. Go on now, look it up.
Yes, Professor. Let's see. I believe it was Hornburg?
That is correct.
And yes, I believe that is the place that Ulbrich was from.
Hornburg was ruled over by a royal family, said to be descended from priests of an ancient and long-forgotten religion. On the other hand, our fair Atlasdam was founded by one of the original clans that inhabited the Flatlands.
Flatland. The Flatlands.
Who can tell me how many clans lived in the Flatlands at the time? Your Highness?
The histories have it that 8 clans did live in the Flatlands in those days.
Correct you are, Your Highness. It was a time of great strife here in the Flatlands as the 8 clans waged a long and bitter war. Change would come when the armies of Grandport invaded these lands some 2 centuries ago. At the time, the rulers of Grandport sought to exert their influence over territories inland.
I guess we're just going to have one massive history lesson at the beginning of Cyrus's tale, but he's a professor and a scholar, so that makes sense.
Ironically, this compelled the warring tribes to put aside their differences and unite against their common foe. Oh, but look at the time. We'll pick up where we left off next time.
But we need to know, Cyrus.
Don't forget to read chapters 3 and 4 before our next lecture. And be prepared to answer questions on any of the material within.
Yes, Professor.
Thank you for another most stimulating lecture, Professor Albright.
Princess Mary.
Hello?
Ah, Professor Albright. Mercedes from the Royal Library came by with a message for you. Seems today's your lucky day. You've been granted permission to enter the Special Archives.
Splendid!
Finally, I can begin my research. The library is just outside the palace. I'd best make haste. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't talk to people unless they have the speech balloon. Balloon. Yeah, Cyrus is something of a mage, I believe. Interestingly, my girlfriend's actually started playing this game, and he's the one she picked first. According to her, he's a very squishy wizard. We'll see how we do.
Let's do.
Ahead lies the audience chamber. If you would seek His Majesty's counsel, pray proceed.
Greetings!
Wow, you seem exuberant. His Majesty possesses a unique understanding of the scholarly pursuits.
Not bad, eh?
He founded the Royal Library and Academy, where nobles and commoners alike can learn freely. Let's go have a chat with the fellow. Except, he's not here. Is he hiding behind the curtain? Is he taking a snooze somewhere? No? Okay, alright. So wait, is this the palace, or is this the Royal Academy, or am I simply just teaching them within the castle? Oh, there's more people. Can I interrupt your lecture for a moment? Because you suck! No, Cyrus, no, you cannot be impolite to your fellow teachers. This girl have a wicked crush on Cyrus. Professor
Albright.
Oh, thank heavens you're still here. I thought I had missed you.
Your Highness.
What can I do for you, Your Highness?
The truth of the matter is...
If you can spare the time, I had a question about something we learned today.
But of course!
Your Highness, it would be my pleasure to answer anything. Oh, no, that sounded way too suggestive. Strike that. After all, my role as your tutor is as important to me as any of my research. Unfortunately, I cannot spare much time. Is the question a quick one?
Indeed.
Yes, Professor. It will not take long. I was just wondering about the ancient religion of Hornburg. Pray tell, what did they worship?
Very astute of you.
Your Highness. However, I fear that nearly all the texts detailing the nature of the religion were burned and lost when Hornburg fell.
Huh?
Ah, I see. A shame, that.
The truth is...
I do, however, have a theory of my own. I believe that the royal family of Hornburg were guardians of an ancient power. Mind you, this is not idle speculation. My theory is based on the fact that...
Oh.
Let us continue the discussion another time. My apologies for keeping you, Professor.
With pleasure.
No need for apologies. And it would be my pleasure, Your Highness. That such questions occur to you is a sign of a sharp and curious mind.
I thank you.
Your lectures on the history of the realm are most fascinating to me. For if I do not learn of our past, how can I hope to lead my people to a bright future?
Indeed!
Wow, he seemed really enthusiastic about that. A most admirable philosophy, Your Highness! The people of this land are truly fortunate to be led by one of such wisdom and kindness. As I am truly fortunate to have the opportunity to serve in some small way. You are far too kind, Professor Albright. I am proud to be your student.
Ah!
Oh dear, I'm running late.
Good day.
Pray do not forget your assignment, Your Highness.
Farewell.
Of course, Professor. And you over there, the other one, what do you have to say?
Ah, Therese.
Oh, hello there, Therese.
Yes? Do you have a question for me?
Did you have a question for me as well?
No.
I mean... no. Good day, Professor. I thought she was gonna tackle me then. Good day, Professor. Clothesline from hell! No. But wait, I'm not done exploring the palace yet.
Hello?
Treasure. Soul Stone. What do you want? I don't have anything here for you. Honestly, I don't. You do not seem suspicious in the least, child. Ooh, more things I can steal. Herb of Awakening. Inspiriting Plume. Healing Grub. The Grub of the Healings.
Hello.
Palace Gate lies just to the north. To the east, you'll find the Royal Academy, where the realm's most promising thinkers receive their education. No, do not run into the flower bed, you're not getting anywhere. And this is where we found Cyrus. Maybe I'll save this in a separate slot, just in case. I mean, there's probably no reason I should, but you never know.
Hello?
I know I have to go that way, but let's go this way instead.
Hello there.
This is the Royal Academy, Atlasdom's pride and joy.
Sure is rain.
Sure as rain? Okay. All are welcome to engage in the pursuit of knowledge here. Are you looking at test results? Huh? Hey, what you doing? What are you doing? You teaching a class? Mind if I rummage through your books here a little bit? Huh? Cyrus is just this asshole who interrupts everybody else's lecture. Because nobody can be as good as him. Nobody. Although nobody around here seems to be friendly enough to actually chat with me, so okay then. Oh, except for you. Who are you? What saith ye?
Oh.
Ah, Headmaster Yvonne. Oh, what is it this time, Cyrus? Is that him? Is that him in the portrait? Looks a little bit like Cyclops, actually. Huh. The headmaster of the academy is frickin' Scott Summers. You know you're getting B-grade education here. If it ain't Charles Xavier, it ain't worth it. Well, I suppose we should go into the library. I thought it was some kind of smoke monster, but it's just a shadow from the pennant.
Oh.
Russell just isn't cut out for that sort of work. Whatever was he... Move along now. Russell, you say?
It's me, Cyrus.
It's me! Everyone knows me! Good day, Mercedes. Cyrus Albright, here to browse the special archives. Oh, Professor Albright, you're looking quite eager today. When I heard that an original copy of the Church of the Flame, a complete history, with an IE, had been donated to our archives, I simply had to be the first to see it.
I see.
You're more on top of our collection than I am. Just sign here.
With pleasure.
I love signing my own name. He signs it in letters that are like 5 inches high. Is something amiss?
Actually,
Well, it took it a bit longer this time, but I do believe that the stream cut out on me again. I've really got to figure out what the hell's going on with that. It's got to be a capture card thing. I can't think of anything else it could be. Yeah, give me a second. I'll restart it again. Oh boy. And now we're back. I've seriously got to figure out what's going on with that. And, like last time, it's probably going to be fine now for, like, hours. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Anyway, carrying right along. For someone known as the most brilliant mind in the Royal Academy... When you talk about books, you're as giddy as a schoolboy. Nice laugh, Cyrus. When you put it that way, yes. Much as a child is fascinated by a new toy, I am titillated by the prospect of acquiring new knowledge. Titillation, you say?
I see.
Right. The expression on your face says it all. Anyway, everything seems to be in order. Enjoy your quest for knowledge, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. I most certainly will.
What have we here?
How odd. The tome is nowhere to be found. I guess this is the book he was talking about, that he's looking for. Did someone return it to the wrong shelf? Not here either.
An interesting dilemma.
These archives are strictly guarded and curated. Wherever could it have gone?
Professor Albright!
The headmaster would see you at once. Not would like to see me, he would see me. Of all the times to... Oh well. Might I ask of you a favour? What might that be?
The truth is...
The tome I mentioned before seems to have gone missing. Could you locate it for me?
I see.
Missing? I'll begin looking for it at once, Professor.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, my dear. My dear.
Cyrus Albright, by your request, sir.
I like how he knocked on the door, but the door's already open. Probably because I was in there earlier.
Do enter.
Wow, nice voice. I bet you he's not going to turn out to be evil at all.
My apologies for summoning you on such short notice.
How might I be of assistance, Headmaster?
That treatise on arcane studies you published. What in the gods' names were you thinking?
Excuse me.
Sir? I do believe I made my hypothesis perfectly clear.
I'm not talking about your hypothesis. You went out of your way to cite one of the texts in our special archives. The knowledge housed in those tomes is the Royal Academy's greatest treasure. It is not to be divulged to the public at your whim. Laying it bare in one of your silly papers is out of the question.
Okay.
I am fully aware of the value of those tomes, Headmaster. It is for that very reason I would share the knowledge with my peers.
You are to share nothing! That wisdom is for the Academy and the Academy alone!
We need to keep everybody in the dark, because knowledge is power, and we need all the power.
But that goes against everything...
Enough, Cyrus!
Dude. For a guy named Devon, you've got a lot of problems. A lot of anger issues you need to work
my
out.
best argument is sure to fall on deaf ears. The Headmaster sees knowledge as a medal or precious stone, something to be appreciated by its rightful owner alone. Knowledge is power, and power is to be hoarded. An unfortunate attitude, indeed.
Wow, I was just joking. I didn't think I would actually hit the nail on the head with that one.
My sincere apologies, Headmaster. It won't happen again. Is there anything else you need of me?
That is all. You may go.
Who is that with you? They weren't in the room last time I was here.
Wait. There was one last thing.
Well, I wasn't about to leave, apparently, but okay.
Sir?
I heard the special archives will be closing early today. If you have research to do there, I would do so quickly.
Good gods. It's as if he enjoys watching me suffer. Thank you for your concern, Headmaster. In that case, I'll be on my way.
Enter.
Excuse me.
Headmaster? Oh, it's her.
What's the matter?
Yes? What is it, Therese? It's about Professor Albright, sir. What lies are you spreading about me, young lady?
Can I help you?
Ah, Professor Albright. A lot of cutscenes with Cyrus's story.
A moment of your time.
Did you have any luck finding the tome?
My apologies.
I'm afraid not.
Say it is not so.
Well, this is most unfortunate. One might conclude that it had been stolen.
Actually...
Professor, taking books out from these archives is strictly forbidden. As you know, the keys to the vault are entrusted to only a select few. Quite honestly, it would be easier to steal the crown off the king's head. Let's do that. Oh ho! Sounds fun. An impregnable vault, a disappearing tome, and the character I know is a thief is on the other side of the continent. No, that's me metagaming. It would seem we have quite the mystery on our hands. And the mysteries of the world are meant to be solved. Or so the scholar in me says. Would you not agree? If it had been stolen, I would say it's a job for the city guard. But I can see you won't let it go until you've cracked the case, as it were.
Indeed!
You could say that indeed. A habit I just can't seem to break. Once a puzzle is placed before me, I simply cannot rest until I've worked out a solution.
I see.
Well, far be it from me to stand in your way. It must be tough being a genius.
Leave it to me.
I'll not deny it. Worry not, the tome will be back on the shelf before you can bat an eyelash.
Take care.
Right, thanks. Best of luck in your search.
Time to do some research.
And the game is afoot. Now, where to begin my search? I like how Cyrus seems to be channeling his inner Sherlock Holmes. I suppose I should inquire with Mercedes as to where the keys in the library are stored. I wish I would have thought of this before I walked out of the building, because now I'm going to look the fool walking back in, but I'm a genius. They give me these allowances. The guard at the front door would know who has been frequenting the library lately, as might my fellow scholars. Then, mayhap I should pay the headmaster a visit as well, as much as I hate the ground he walks on. Cyrus can scrutinize and glean new knowledge from the townspeople. Let's see now. They give me his age, too. Age 41. Testimony. Of course I've got a key to the archives. And no, I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes, is all. But even if I was sleeping, what would it matter? What kind of fool would bother stealing a worthless tome, anyway? Most intriguing.
Are you alright?
Have you cracked the case yet, Professor Albright? Let's see now. Testimony. Oh, she's 21. Rather young for such an important job, perhaps? Only Headmaster Yvonne and the guard stationed outside should have a key to the library archives. Most intriguing.
Pah!
No, Cyrus. I'll trust you not to interrupt my research. Age 30. The key to the archives? Oh, I haven't got that. But I'm not surprised someone stole a tome, considering what they're worth. I've gambling debts myself, so I understand the temptation. You did it. It was Russell! Knows the value of the tomes and is burdened with debt to boot. Oh, I get more information about everybody. Age 65. Born and raised in Atlaston, this old widow now visits this place every day in the memory of her late husband. Even after she passes, she wishes to be by her husband's side, just like the relief of the king and queen in the Academy's library. Ah. Interesting. Why do I get the feeling this boarded up area underneath the academy is going to be important? Once in charge of protecting the king, this guard suffered a serious leg injury and was since transferred to a calmer post inside the grounds. Though the injury healed long ago, he hasn't mentioned it to anyone, and enjoys the serenity of his new post. And now he's going to bribe me with an item. So basically I can just talk to people and discover where they hid shit, I guess. No item or individual that passes through the palace gates escapes this guard's notice. Rumor has it, however, that his dedication is not rooted in any sort of loyalty, but is rather born of the desire to perpetuate and protect his own unscrupulous business of selling trinkets to collectors of royal mementos. I'm gonna have to go back in the castle then, and see what new things I can glean. I like how Cyrus is just basically digging up dirt on everybody in town. Yes, I don't suppose there's anybody new to talk to in here. I guess I just have to dart in and say hello to Yvonne. Yvonne. Wyvern. Wyvern, the headmaster, there we go. Hey, Wyvern. You know full well I have a key to the special archives, and that I would never be so foolish as to let it fall in the wrong hands. In any event, I have had no reason to peruse those tomes in quite some time. It's intriguing. He has a key, it is true. But yes.
Splendid!
That should be all the information I need to solve the case. Who possesses the keys to the archives? The headmaster and the guard. Russell and the librarian. I'm going to say Russell and the librarian. Russell seems the most suspicious.
Not exactly.
Oh, never mind. No, that simply doesn't add up. Let me reconsider this. Okay, so it is...
But of course!
Of course, it all makes sense now. There are only 2 keys to the archives, one belonging to the headmaster and one to the guardsman. Whose key was used to unlock the archives? The guards. Russell got a laugh of him. The headmaster's key is safely locked away in his office. Furthermore, he hasn't visited the archives today. On the other hand, the guard has been acting suspiciously of late, even sleeping while on active duty.
Oh!
It would be all too easy a task to lift the key off his person. So is it possible that the guard is our man? No.
No.
He would have no motive. The culprit must be someone who understands the true value of the tome, which would be, of course, Russell. So I was right to begin with. Which is to say, one of my colleagues. And most likely, one who has accrued a frightful gambling debt.
Which means that...
Put it all together, and our villain is... Russell.
Yes.
Indubitably, that shifty scholar, Russell. Yes, I dare say my logic is foolproof.
Shall we begin?
Now all that remains is to find our man and make him confess to the crime. So, yeah, Cyrus is basically Sherlock Holmes. Word has it that he's been doing his research underground these days. So he's down there, of course.
Now then.
I think it's time I did some field work on my own. But prior to that... and so I have taken upon myself to investigate this suspicious scholar. Interested in coming along, are you? It seems you have quite the curious streak yourself. But of course, mysteries exist only to be solved. After all, it is of the utmost importance to remember that. But there I go again. Don't let me talk your ear off, but I will be glad for your help. Let's get right to business then. No doubt we'll find Russell in his laboratory down below. Oh, I get to, Oh, nice. So I get to have Tressa help with Cyrus's initial quest, which is good. Because I was told that Cyrus is, as I said, incredibly squishy. Hey, who are you?
Ah, yes.
Rumour has it that the scholar Russell's fallen on hard times.
To tell the truth,
Last I heard, he sold his house and locked himself away in a cave under the academy to continue his research. Now that's devotion. Sell your house, live in a cave. What about this guy? Yeah, I don't really need those, I guess. Let's see. A modest man and purveyor to the royal family who takes great pride in his goods. Whether his customer be commoner or king, he refuses to sell something unless he deems the buyer worthy of it. So, a true honorable merchant. Wait, I found a hidden item? Where is it? Yeah, screw it, let's buy all this stuff after this guy. Who is best suited to these things? Honestly, I think I'm better off just leaving her with what she's got. The gains aren't worth the losses, in my opinion. The robe might be, although the robe might be better suited for Mr. Cyrus. He is more of the mage type, isn't he? Let's give him the silver hairpiece. There. Sleepweed and Adelwort, not really... Oh wait, can I go back? No. Nope, locked up. Locked up tight. Yeah.
hello.
A stimulating earring. Did he just say he'd overlook my impudence this time? Dude, I just gave you a pile of money for a thing. Just be cool, alright? That also seems like something Cyrus be, yeah, more SP seems like it's good for him, seems like he seems like the mage type. The eldest son in a family that has served the king for generations. He takes pride in his job as a guard and would risk his life to protect the king and his palace. This loyalty has earned him the king's utmost trust. about this boy? Boy. An elusive shield, silver spear. Holy this kid has got a pile of goods. I'm gonna have to keep this guy in mind. Age 9. A young boy who sneaks into the palace to steal valuables. He sells his spoils to provide a life for himself and has yet to be caught. In actuality, the queen has already noticed, but has turned a blind eye to his actions. Because she has no problems with a thieving child to make cutthroat deals in her very own home. Most intriguing. Ooh, a buckler. Not much good to her, but it might be okay for him. Yes, indeed. Need to build up more cash before I talk to that kid. Yeah, I've already done the path action fandango with that man. Not really great. Nice, but I'll probably pass for now. The son of a prominent family in Atlasdom and one of the guards responsible for protecting the throne room. Rather than earning his post, however, it was granted to him, as he has no merits of his own. I like how this is like a treasure hunt when you do Cyrus's thing. Born in the slums in the coastlands. Oh, so he's from Tressa's home turf. This god was recognized for his skills and now protects the throne room. Despite holding the same position, he is ridiculed by the other guards simply for his origins, causing tension between the two. Because the other guard is a bit of an asshole. And I guess the king still isn't around. Okay, cool. Well, let's head back into town and use Cyrus's path action to do some more investigations. Oh, there's an item I missed. I need to find out where that is. That's right here. I suppose there's nobody else in here I can deal with, is there? I suppose I can go up and see if I can get Tressa to buy anything off of the headmaster.
Oh.
Nah, nothing much. Not really. Alright. Let's head into town and, I'll have Cyrus pry into the affairs of all the other townsfolk and stop by the local store and possibly sell off some things. Oh yeah, this guy's the apothecary. After the great pestilence in the Riverlands, this apothecary decided to dedicate himself to disease prevention and swift treatment. He now works together with the Royal Academy in Atlasdom to create both medicine and new forms of treatment. Citizens of this town will be more receptive to my guidance. I guess that must be another skill that I don't have yet. skill from another character. Scrutinize this child. Brimming with curiosity, this young boy will go to whatever lengths necessary to sate an interest, even if it puts him in danger. Though his reckless tendencies worry those around him, the oftentimes rare and valuable items he brings back from his adventures have earned him the esteem of his friends. Ah, I have a better chance of getting a discount. Nice. I can see how all this, like, I love how they've laid this out so that all the abilities of all the characters work together and just make things so much, like, easier. I like how everything fits. The childhood friend of the reckless boy by her side, being the older by 2 years, she was entrusted with watching over him. Despite his endless curiosity, oftentimes putting them both in danger, she takes her role seriously and is prepared to face whatever challenges come her way. Therefore, I shall declare her Little Miss Badass. Every morning, this fisherman hauls his catch to the castle town of Atlaston. He takes the leftovers to the tavern to have it cooked and enjoys the fruits of his labor alongside a few drinks. I presume that I'll be able to investigate several different treasures and then go get them, but, you know. Be on the safe side, let's just go collect them as soon as they appear. An old mercenary who spends most of his day in the tavern. He claims the liquor calms his nerves, so when summoned by his employer, he reports for duty with staggering steps.
Hello.
Nah, and I can't use any. Okay then. An empty coin pouch. I like how the pouch itself is worth more than a few coins. I guess all this stuff is just things I can sell, so... Yeah, I'll hang on to the stinging dagger for now. The only person I can think of who would use the dagger is Primrose, and considering I plan on going counterclockwise, I'm not going to get her till second last, but... we shall see. Sell that, sell the robe. Yeah, and before I buy anything off of the official dealer there, I'm gonna go back up and have a chat with a kid.
Hi-ho! Fare thee well then.
I don't think this is where I should be going at the moment. Meaning I can't leave until I deal with Saros' shit. In charge of defending the castle town, this mercenary-turned-guard keeps a vigilant eye on those coming in and out of the gates. Once he spots a suspicious figure, he uses whatever means are necessary to apprehend them. Oh, new weapons for sale. Nice. A thoughtful rancher who delivers the fresh milk from his cows to his parents every morning. His parents worry for his future, though, as he dedicates his entire life to work alone. Ooh, discount at the end. Nice. Well, prior to going up to talk to the black market boy, I'll see what new wares we have for sale in here. I mean, I didn't even see what they did have for sale. Yeah, I'll run up and see what the kid has, I guess, and I'll buy crap off of him, if I can, and then I'll head into the dungeon. Russell's creepy underground study. Guaranteed he's like a necromancer or some shit. No, I can only get one, and I think maybe the composite staff might be the best thing to get first off, because I did, well, occasionally blinding target's not bad either, but I already picked up some better gear for Tressa, so it'd be nice to get a new weapon for Cyrus while I'm at it. And that looks like it's the only weapon he can use anyway, so... yeah, it's a damn sight better than what he's got. And I like the idea of occasionally putting the target to sleep, so I'll go with that. Anywho, prior to diving into this new dungeon, I am going to go get myself some liquid courage, by which I mean I'm going to go get something to drink. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. And I have returned. Now let's go track down this gamblaholic Russell and see what the hell he did with that book. What is that? Oh yeah, and I forgot about that. Cyrus has the ability to figure out at least one of the foe's weaknesses at the beginning of the fight, which is nice. Unsurprisingly, it's weak against his staff. I would hope so. I would hope that the enemies at the beginning of one person's thing will be weak against their weapon. It's also weak against spears. Nice.
An interesting dilemma.
Let's do this!
Oh, I'm gonna be able to wreck this thing, no trouble. Yeah, it's going to be really easy to do this with Tressa backing Cyrus up. I gotta say though, I mean, she's probably nowhere near as tough as, say, Ulbrich or the Hunter character I was able to pick, or even a couple others, but Tressa seems surprisingly sturdy considering she's a merchant. Okay, it's also good to see that the job points are split between the two. Or should I say that they both have their own job point pool, because if I had to pull from the same pool for each of them after building up so much for Tressa, that would be a pain in the ass. So Tressa has enough to learn a new skill, so... Heal Vendettas all foes, grant 1 battle point to an ally. Dodge a single physical attack with a 100% success rate. Pay money to summon hired help to the battlefield. That actually might be a decent one to know. Yeah, so I think I'll go with either sidestep or hired help. I kinda like sidestep, I'll learn that one. In learning this skill, you unlocked a new support skill. You can now equip support skills from the skills menu. Select skills, and then equip support skills. Here you choose which support skill you want to use. Why don't you give it a try? All you need to do to reap the benefits of these handy skills is equip them. Learn more skills to unlock additional support skills. Don't forget to equip support skills. You're going to equip up to 4 support skills at one time. When a character with this skill uses an item, there is a 25% chance the item will not be consumed. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Tressa is OP, because there's a lot of stuff that she can do that seems amazing. Like, she can rest, take a turn and rest, and she loses all her status elements. She does a sidestep where she has a 100% guarantee of evading the next attack. She's got a 25% chance of not using an item when she uses an item. I chose well when I picked her first. I'm going to be singing her praises till my throat is sore. Of course, it seems like Cyrus's abilities are pretty neat too, so, you know, I can't knock him too badly, I guess.
Ready or not, here I come!
Oh yeah, so every time we come across this thing, Cyrus
Let's
figures
do
out a
this.
new thing that they're weak against. That's amazingly useful.
An interesting dilemma. An interesting...
Here I come! You got more than you bargained for.
Oh yeah, we can wreck these things easy. Won't be too much longer and Cyrus will be able to learn his first skill. Hi, who the hell are you?
Can't we settle this like gentlemen?
Weak against daggers.
What to do?
Spear? Yes!
Now, what next?
Not weak against his staff, though.
Here I go!
That kinda sucks. Okay, if that's the case, what we'll do is, Tressa will set him up and, Cyrus will take him down.
My turn now!
What is the logical course of action?
Although, I probably should have kept attacking the first one, to be honest.
Now, what
Prick.
next?
Here I go!
Okay, yeah, I'll just have them
Do?
alternate. It'd be the easiest thing to do. Or Tressa can just outright obliterate that one, that works too.
An interesting dilemma.
Ah, it's too bad I can't, Though it's actually probably best to have him defend so he can build up points. Yeah, I'll do that, maybe. Actually, no, there's no point. Not really, he'll still build up a point even if he does a regular attack. And we'll do that much more damage.
You got more than you bargained for.
Or Tressa will just kill the thing, you know, that works too. Hi! Who are you? If you need anything, just say the word. I'll give you the staff. Now there's a rustle up there. Old Queen. I'll probably sell that to this guy. Ooh! Nice! I'll be able to buy all the items off of that kid in no time. Let's head back down this way.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Cyrus, that's a
turn now.
poor joke. What even is
My
this
turn
thing?
now!
Oh, it's a fire sentinel. Okay.
Time to close up shop.
I'd say Cyrus is probably pretty close to learning that next skill. Skew. Oh, Trixie.
Open for business.
Oh, hey, you're new.
What is the logical course of action?
I don't know what that little symbol means. Probably holy or something. It is weak against staff.
Nice try. What to do?
Not spear stuff.
Now, what next?
Let's do this.
Well, I don't lose anything by trying the problem, so let's see.
How's that?
It's probably weak against another blunt object of some kind. Like a mace or something, if anybody uses mace. Ooh, winged attire. What's that? Sounds like something Tressa could use. I mean, it does seem like it'd be thematically appropriate, but it might be better for him right now, honestly. Not really. No, he loses a fair bit of elemental attack with it. Whereas Tressa only loses... Actually, no, Tressa loses a shitload of evasion if she equips that. Yeah, the loss isn't too bad for him, though. It increases his speed and defense quite a bit, so yeah, we'll give him the wind guitar. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. And this leads up to that chest.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Ah, okay, there's ice elementals and fire elementals, or guards, or whatever they are. Understandable. Sentinels! That's what they are.
Now, what next?
Let's... You got more than you bargained for.
Oh yeah, Cyrus has enough to learn a thing. So Cyrus should learn a thing. Yeah, I'll do that after I check this out. Cyrus should learn... perhaps Analyze? Because all of this stuff is pretty good too, like the more thingamabobs. Elemental spells, but the quicker I can analyze how much hit points the thing has might be better. And only costs a single SP, so that's not bad. Reveal the hit points and one weakness of a single foe. Perfect. Yeah, let's do that. So when I fight this Russell fellow, because I can guarantee I'm going to have to fight him, I'll use Analyze right off the hop. See if I can figure out what I can do to beat the senses out of him.
Step right up!
Mr. Bones! Oh, I was caught by surprise. Oh, he's actually weak against wind. I wouldn't have expected that.
Now, what next?
I just... enough to break him.
My turn now! Time to close up shop!
I must break you. Skeleton man. No. Yeah, no, screw it. Let's sell that linen robe. Probably don't really need it. Alright, let's go have a violent chat with Mr. Russell, shall we? Got a nice little shop set up in here, though.
Open for business! What to do?
Ah, screw it. Let's use the, use a bit of wind. Why? Because why not?
An interesting...
You got more than you bargained for.
You know what? Cyrus is so close to another level, let's just run about and fight something else, just so he's got that extra boost before we fight this guy. Because guaranteed, it's not going to be a pleasant chat with Russell and everything will be fine.
Open for
Oh,
business.
this is something easy to take out.
What is the logical course of action?
Hit it with a big stick.
My turn. What to do?
Now, thus ends your lesson.
Nice. Alright, sir. I believe you have a book I want. Gotta do me some reading.
What?
Professor Albright? Are you always in the habit of barging into your peers' offices while they're working? Your office is a dank cave. I don't... Look at the dank, Russell. The dank. It would be more dank if you didn't have that fire going over there. It would be dank and damp.
Excuse me.
My apologies. I would have knocked, but I didn't see a door.
A moment of your time.
Apropos of nothing, mayhap you've heard that a certain tome was stolen from the archives? I haven't the faintest clue what you're talking about.
Come now.
Come now, Russell. Playing dumb is just going to drag this out for the both of us. So let's cut straight to the heart of the matter. You're a thief, and I improve it. Pah! What? The hells you can! Listen, Russell, Moriarty, you are not just roll over and accept it.
The truth is...
Unfortunately for you, at precisely the moment you were trying to sneak back with the key, your friend the guardsman was just waking from his little slumber. That's impossible! He was asleep! I'm positively... Ah!
Oh!
Oh, keeping up on our friends oh, god damn it. God damn you, Cyrus, and your big words. Keeping up on our friend's somnolence, are we, old chum? It was a slip of the tongue. I tell you, I know nothing about this god's damned book.
Is that so?
Figured you'd say as much. Then perhaps you'd care to accompany me to the academy to prove your innocence, of course. Damn it! Damn it all to hell! It was the perfect plan. If not for your bloody meddling, I could have had it all. If it wasn't for you lousy kids and your merchant...
I don't think this one will listen to reason.
Why is Russell so tall? Okay, so Russell is weak against ice, and the other two things are weak against fire. Maybe I should take care of his helpers first.
Oh, flames, rage strong!
Here I go!
Ah, and they're weak against spears too, that's perfect. That'll help a lot.
What to do?
What is the logical course of action?
Okay, and let's have him analyze Russell. I want to see more of his weaknesses.
So much to learn.
Daggers. He's got over 3,000 hit points. Ow.
Focus is unparalleled!
My turn now!
break that thing again. Tome time. He threw a book at me. That's not
Interesting dilemma.
how you treat those things. I'm sorry. Let's do another analyze on him and see if I can figure out another weakness.
Much to learn.
Wind. Excellent. So Tressa can give him a good
My
smack too
turn
then.
now.
What is the logical course of action?
Let's use a level two fireball and see what's what here. Okay, I took out. Oh, I thought I took out one of them. I did not. Also, it's muttering an incantation.
Here I go.
That sucks. Nah, maybe I shouldn't try to collect on these things. This could be bad. Screw it, let's take a gamble here. Maybe I shouldn't, though. Looking pretty low there, buddy boy. Let's have you use a healing grape on yourself.
Let's try this.
Here I go.
Let's have Tressa try to kill one of these things. Still up! Wow. Although that didn't hit me as hard as I thought it would. Let's have Tressa rest this turn.
Time for a break.
Get a little bit of hit points back. And you can use a fireball.
My turn now.
Unfortunately, you're both looking a bit weak. Using our
Let me
healing
help.
grape on Cyrus. And then Cyrus will use a healing grape on you.
How about this?
Tit for tat, as it were. Russell, you stop that. Now let's focus on taking out the ice minions, the water wisps. Well, not really ice, but you know.
Here I go.
Awesome.
An interesting.
Now the true lesson begins.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
My turn now.
Something tells me Russell's probably weak to staves, so I probably should have used it against him, but eh. There he is, throwing the book out. Here he is, muttering an incantation.
Here I go.
Okay, good. Okay, good. He's weak against those. Actually, I want him to attack, knock off our shield.
My turn now!
She can heal him.
Let me help.
What is the logical course of
Because I
action?
think what I want to do is I want to whittle him down as much as I can, build up stuff. I might have Cyrus analyze him one last time to see what his last weakness is.
Much to learn.
Swords
What
or
to
something?
do?
Okay. So none of Tress's weapons will weaken him. Ah, jerk.
What to do?
She's saying, what a nice
What
breeze.
is the
That's what it
logical
is.
course of action?
Okay, now let's fully charge their special attacks.
What to do? Won't hold back!
What a nice, incredibly damaging breeze.
What is the logical course of action?
And ice.
My focus is unparalleled. Oh, ice, pierce them through.
Oh yeah, man, Cyrus, we got this. No trouble.
Here I go!
We'll just whittle him down and just hit him full blast again, and he'll be toast.
What to do?
Tome Tempest. I just like picture him windmilling books at me, like a tool.
An interesting.
What to do?
An interesting dilemma.
Let's fuck him up!
My focus. Oh, ice, pierce them through.
My turn now! Won't hold back!
See? No trouble. No trouble at
Time
all.
to close up shop.
I mean, neither of us gained level, but... I swear, I never meant to. I just needed the money.
Just so.
That tome would fetch a small fortune. This is true. And yet, did you not for a moment consider the consequences?
Say it is not so.
In stealing that tome, you would steal from our students something more valuable than all the realm's riches. A grave crime, no matter who would perpetuate it, but all the more unforgivable when committed by one who calls himself a scholar. Oh, yet,
Thank you.
yet another origin that doesn't end in somebody's death, at least so far anyway. Kinda nice. Well, I'll be. You actually did crack the case of the stolen book.
Indeed.
That I did. And yet I fear this may not be the only volume our friend has purloined. Russell has already confessed to the full extent of his crimes, and revealed the names of his business associates. We need only track down the books and purchase them back. I'll speak to the guards and see that we redouble security of the archives. What's this? It says there's another book still missing. Did that scoundrel of a scholar steal this one as well?
Actually,
Ah, from the far reaches of hell. No, I can assure you that he did not. From the far reaches of hell! This universe's version of Dante's Inferno, I'm sure. It's been missing for some 15 years now. Russell's aggressive borrowing only extends some 2 years back.
I see.
I see. So this volume was lost or stolen long before that.
Yes.
Right, as always, Professor. Pray, tell me more about From the Far Reaches of Hell. According to our records, it would seem to be a compendium of ancient rites and long-lost magics.
Actually,
If I am not mistaken, it was the single oldest volume housed within our archives. Needless to say, it was a tremendous loss.
Most intriguing.
Oh, yet another mystery, it would seem. Ah, Headmasters. Professor Albright, the headmaster would speak with you at once.
Is Artemis?
Again? What could it be this time? Perhaps he plans to commend you for your role in apprehending the library thief. I have no interest in accolades, but if he insists. I guarantee that's probably not what it is. And Tressa finds 280 gold, or what have you.
I've brought Professor Albright, as asked, sir.
What can possibly go wrong now?
Good. Enter. Thank you, Lucia.
Yes, Headmaster. What can I do for you? Something tells me he's not about to offer a commendation.
Astute, as always, Cyrus.
Professor Albright, a most troubling report has reached my ears.
A report, sir?
An anonymous source claims that you have abused your prestigious position to enter into an illicit relationship with Her Highness the Princess.
Oh dear! A bit of canoodling amongst the books.
Oh. And you believed this report, sir?
If it is untrue, then say so.
Why, it is unfounded, unsubstantiated, balderdash of the highest order!
I would like to take your words at face value, Professor, but I fear the situation is not so simple.
The situation is not so simple, because you see, I hate your guts, and I choose to believe it.
A rumor regarding the royal family, even an unsubstantiated one such as this, is sure to spread quickly. If we do not take swift action, Princess Mary's good name could be forever sullied. That is something that simply cannot be allowed to happen. Surely you understand.
And so what do you intend to do with me, sir?
It is not an easy decision to make. Dismissing you outright would be tantamount to an admission of guilt.
If I may be so bold, Headmaster, what about a sabbatical? Professor Albright has put on extended leave, while official accounts state that he's doing field work in a distant land.
Her voice is very mechanical. which is not a, it's not a criticism of the voice acting. I just get the feeling that that is her character. That she is just a very precise and mechanical sort of person.
What say you, Cyrus? This way, both the Academy's reputation and your own will remain intact.
My reputation?
Well, I mean, it's beginning to look like I don't have any choice, so, sure.
Do we have a problem, Professor?
1 second there, folks. I shall be right back. Okay, let's see how this goes for Cyrus.
Not at all, Headmaster. On the contrary, this might prove the perfect opportunity.
Opportunity? For what?
As a matter of fact, there is a matter which has piqued my interest of late.
A stolen book, surprisingly enough.
I was just wondering when I might find the time to do a bit of research in the field. I think I will set forth on a journey. In search of an ancient tome that disappeared 15 years ago.
Ooh.
Besides, if I am not permitted to share what I have learned with my peers and the public, there is little point in continuing my research here.
Is that so? Do tell, Professor. What is it that you intend to investigate?
As regards a certain tome. Now, if you will forgive me, I must begin packing for my journey. Good day to you, Headmaster.
An enigma as ever, that one.
I still get the distinct feeling that he's going to be something of a villain, but we'll see.
Professor!
Oh, Therese, what is it?
I heard that you were leaving the academy.
I'm leaving the academy because you ratted me out! I presume.
Then you heard true.
Professor, I'm so sorry.
I see. So you were the source of the rumor.
Well, he figured that out pretty quick, didn't he? And then again, his deductive reasoning is amazing.
You knew?
Not until just this moment, when you apologized. And yet, I cannot fathom your motive. Why would you tell such a terrible lie?
You're always helping Her Highness, answering her every question. I just wanted you to pay more attention to me.
And that's why you went to the headmaster.
Yes, but I just wanted to get you in a little trouble.
And she never thought for an instant that saying this would get me into a lot of trouble.
I didn't think they would. I am so sorry, Professor. Can you ever forgive me?
Canoodling with the princess, and that wouldn't get me into a lot of trouble. Have you gone daft?
Worry not, my dear. It just so happens that I was looking for a good excuse to go on a journey.
You were?
For some time now, I've wanted to travel the realm and see what can be learned beyond these halls.
Also,
I
these
dare
walls.
say the timing couldn't have been better. You see, there's a certain matter I simply can't wait to investigate.
Which I have only learned of in the last 15 minutes, but still.
So fret not, my girl. If anything, you've done me a favor. Besides, I am not entirely without fault in the matter.
I have been canoodling with the princess.
Indeed, I have not been as attentive to you as I should. Had I realized your true intention sooner, I would not be in this position.
Professor, whatever do you...
If only I had realized how devoted you were to your studies, my dear girl.
Your studies! Of course, your studies. It wasn't because you wanted to get up all in this.
My studies.
I have always striven to treat all my students equally. And yet, Her Highness is always eager to ask questions, and I was all too eager to answer them. In doing so, I may have given the impression that I favored her above you and the others. This was not my intention, but I am at fault all the same. Yes, if only I had seen you for the ardent and devoted young scholar that you are.
So oblivious, so very specifically oblivious.
Professor... Perhaps you're not quite as sharp as I thought you were.
No, sir, he is not.
Yes?
Never mind.
In that case, I should be off. Pray do not shirk your studies, my girl.
Yes, Professor. Will I ever see you again?
No, for I shall surely die on the road, for I am a squishy scholar.
I do not see why not, provided we both still live.
Okay, well, that was interesting. So Cyrus is essentially getting kicked out of town because he's apparently been, according to some people, having an illicit relationship with the princess, which turns out to be bull because of a student that wants to be having an illicit relationship with him. Though he's a bit too blind to notice that. Hardly a shock. Anyway, I'm going to probably call it quits for the night there, but before I do, I'm going to see what I can purchase off of that black market boy in the palace. At the very least, if I can get a new bow for Tressa, that'd be alright. Providing that's actually better than the bow I can get from the actual shop. Probably is. That's usually the case with these things. Okay, so... purchase. The elusive shield. No. I think I want the stone bow, yes. Silver spear, that's not bad either. Sadly, I am far too poor for it, so we'll just have to get the bow. Oh, I can get the shield too. Screw it, let's get the shield. Boom. And now I am very nearly poor, so let's see. I mean, the bow is kind of weak in regards... Like, the wolf's bow is not... Well, the stone bow is not quite as good as the wolf's bow, especially for elemental attack, but it does have better accuracy and it occasionally blinds the target, so that's pretty good. I'll equip that. And I might upgrade her to the elusive shield and give Cyrus the round shield. Okay, that should do it. Alright, let's run out to a save point now. Boop. Nice. Yeah, now if this is anything like when I finish Tressa's story, I'd say there's probably a few more like side quests and stuff that have been activated now that I've finished Cyrus's thing. So I'll have to poke around town next time I play to see what new things have appeared. And it's probably going to be a while before I do that. Like I said, I'm probably going to be gone now for a couple of weeks, and it's unlikely I'm going to get to stream again before then. So it's going to be latter part of August, early part of September before I do anything else. Good chance. But I know I said it last time too, and you just have to reiterate how much I love this game. It's just so good. So, in any case, that's all for me for tonight. If you happen to stop by to watch, once again, I thank you very, very much for doing so. As always, of course. And hopefully, whenever we get to meet next, I will see you fine folks then. So until next time, I wish you a farewell and a good night.